Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will put it away to start the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Purdue's offense will start this game off with the football. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The official has offered the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Duncan. With the catch, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus? Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Pull and throw off the RPO. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for room, it's Hayes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the... The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. With jet sweep pass. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Punt is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Grabbed over the middle. It's McFadden. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. On the run, it's Martin. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Calls his own number. Gets it past the marker. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's just so nice to have a signal partner who can make plays through the air, and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Crosses the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Fights off and runs through another one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some... on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the knit. Will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive throws.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Duncan. He tries to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Behind his tight end. Paul Dalvedale move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know.
There he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put... stick upside his head.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Back to throw, it's Duncan. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Martin. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the move, it's Burrell. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down. A terrific pickup.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They are up by just one over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snap it to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Boilermakers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
The offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He'll start the return inside the stride. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Duncan. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And here comes the punt team. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. And they're able to get him down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Grab near the sticks. It's McFadden. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much